Batman the Animated Series was a kids show, yet it told mature stories more often than not. This was a kids show where the target audience wasn't just kids. This was the Batman show we all wanted and that we all deserved. Some episodes of the show were aimed towards adults so much that they are probably close to incomprehensible for children. But what episodes of the show do you think of when you hear the word mature? A lot of people probably think of the dark tales of death, tragedy, and heartbreak. Episodes such as Two-Face, Mad Love, Over the Edge, and Heart of Ice probably come to mind. These are some very beautifully crafted episodes that follow a well-developed story, but I wouldn't consider any of them to quite be the most mature or dark episode of the show. I think that title goes to an episode that is probably overlooked by many and forgotten by others. So before I tell you what that episode is, just a spoiler alert, if you haven't seen every episode of Batman the Animated Series, be sure to go watch every episode. If you don't care, you can stick around. It doesn't bother me either way. So, one of the earliest episodes of the show, It's Never Too Late, tells a very tragic story. The episode deals with the subject matter of drug dealing and drug addiction. Yes, a show meant for children had an episode revolving around drug addiction. Not only is this a major aspect of the episode, but there is also a tease of a child death throughout the episode. There are several flashback scenes of Arnold Stromwell, the main antagonist of the episode, and his brother each about to be killed by incoming trains. Back to that in a moment though. The main plot of the episode is a drug dealing war between Arnold Stromwell and Rupert Thorne. Stromwell has been dealing for years and Thorne is looking to take his spot at the top. The two meet for dinner, but it's just a setup Thorne put together. Stromwell gets locked in the restaurant, which is rigged to blow, and is only saved thanks to Batman. Batman tries convincing him to change his ways and stop dealing, but Arnold wants to hear none of this. He's then taken to his son, who has become addicted to the very drugs he himself has been dealing. Even after this, Stromwell doesn't want to stray away from his life of crime. Now, something I haven't mentioned yet is throughout the episode, there's a priest present. Batman is often meeting with him and the audience isn't meant to know exactly who he is. But everything comes full circle at the end of the episode as Stromwell relives the tragic flashback of he and his brother one last time. His brother pushes him out of the way of the train, saving his life. As Arnold is reliving the moment, he yells, "Michael." Then the priest comes up from behind him and says, "I'm here, Arnie." So the answer of whether the kid survived or not is finally answered. Arnold asks Michael why he saved him, that he's no good and didn't deserve it. This is just very human and something a lot of people probably think of at one point or another. We also discover that Michael lost a leg thanks to the train, so even though he survived, there was some kind of price paid. The episode ends on a pretty gleeful note with authorities arriving to arrest Thorne and his men, and with Stromwell telling Gordon he's willing to issue a statement. The ending is definitely the most joyful part of the episode. Most of this episode is just a dark, sad, and terrifying story of real life problems and struggles. So I definitely recommend giving the episode a watch if you haven't seen it or have forgotten about it. Because not only do I think this is possibly the most dark episode of the show, but I think it's one of the most underrated as well. This is a very good episode. So if you have seen the episode, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments below. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys sometime.
What are you doing here, Michael?
I came to help you, Arnie.
I don't need your help.
Is that a fact? An empire crumbling? A marriage shattered? A son lost? Sure, you're doing fine.